I'm Florence, Dowrick, a MajorTim.space honorary young ambassador, and this is Ellie Taylor-Brewin, a MajorTim.space young ambassador. Today, we are at the UK Space Conference and delighted to be interviewing Libby Jackson. Libby, could you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, I am Libby Jackson. I'm head of space at the Science Museum in London.
Were you always interested in pursuing a space-related career, and what sparked your interest in spaceflight?
Space was always something I was fascinated by. I remember my early trips to the Science Museum. The Science Museum had the Apollo 10 capsule with the lunar module next to it. And I remember really enjoying seeing those and being particularly fascinated by the stories of Apollo and what happened back in the early days. And I read about those stories and I enjoyed learning about them, and that was really what started my interest in the space sector.
You joined the Science Museum in March 2025 as head of space. What does your role involve, and could you describe a typical work day?
Yeah, so I've been there at the Science Museum for a few months now, and I'm absolutely loving it. It's really good fun. A typical day, there is no such thing as a typical day. One of the fabulous things about the museum is how varied it is. My role is to make sure that the space activities at the Science Museum really strengthen and come together. Space is a really exciting part of the Science Museum, and a lot of people come, so I want to make sure that our offering to the visitors is great. We have fantastic public programming. We have a new space gallery that's opening on the 20th of September, and it's free to come to the museum, free to go to the space gallery, so we really invite everybody to come and attend. And I spend my days working with different teams across the museum. It might be the retail team, the learning team, the curators, making sure that, looking at all the different aspects of our space offering.
You have written 2 books. Could you tell us about the writing and research process for these, and whether you have any other works in progress?
I have written 2 books. The first was called A Galaxy of Her Own, and that was shining a light on the stories of some of the women who have been part of the story of human exploration. A lot of people think it's just astronauts, but there's so many other people who get those astronauts into space, and the importance of those astronaut flights and the science that they do in space is really important for everybody back on Earth, so I wanted to tell those stories. So I researched the women. I had a lot of people that I already knew about whose stories I wanted to tell, but there were others that I enjoyed finding out about as I dug into the stories and asked people who the exciting women in space that we should share the stories were. And then I wrote a book called Space Explorers, and that is a book it's a book I wish I had had when I was young. It tells the story of astronauts in space right back from Yuri Gagarin through to what's happening today in the space station, and looking ahead to what might be happening in the future with missions to Mars. And that was, again, it was a story I knew, but it was a story I needed to dig into and do some more research to make sure that it was all true. One of the things I really care about in that book is that it's all based on fact. So many people think space is unbelievable, and it's the start of the book says you may think these stories are something like they're amazing or too good to be believed, but everything was absolutely true, and that was really cool.
You were awarded an OBE in the 2023 New Year's Honours List for your services to the space sector, and an honorary doctorate of science from the University of Kent in 2021. What would you say has been your greatest achievement so far?
Oh, goodness me, what a question. I'm very proud of everything that we did at the UK Space Agency to connect Tim Peake's flight to the International Space Station 10 years ago to lots of young people. And sitting here today talking to you is a part of the legacy of that flight. So I'm really proud of that work that we did. But I loved working with Mission Control as well. That was a dream from when I was young, and that was a real highlight to be able to do that. And I'm now really lucky to be at the Science Museum, which was something that I loved when I was young, and to now be working there and to making sure that we keep inspiring everybody to see the excitement of space. It's a really special time as well. So I've been a very lucky person and had some very fabulous moments in my career.
love museums. Even if you just go for a couple hours or the entire day, you can get just so much out from seeing things.
I love the Science Museum. I've been there several times.
What do you like about the Science Museum?
I don't know. I like it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful museum. We love it. We love welcoming people there.
What advice would you give to young people passionate about space and wishing to pursue a career in the field?
There are so many different opportunities in space, and so it's really important, I think, for anyone, in fact, whether it's space that you're excited about or anything else, to find the things that excite you and that you enjoy doing, and then work hard at them, because when you're doing things you enjoy doing, it's easier to work hard at them and to do them to the best of your abilities. And then if you keep your eyes open for opportunities to see what's out there and do things you enjoy, you will find a way through life that is fun and interesting to you. And that's what I did for space. And I think if somebody wants to work in the space sector, they absolutely should come do that. And keep their eyes open to find the place where their skills and the things they enjoy doing overlaps with, in this case, the space sector or anything else. But the space sector needs everybody. We have engineers, we have technicians who build the spacecraft with their hands. We've got designers, we've got journalists, we've got people who are writing, there are space artists, we have web designers, there are doctors and lawyers. There are so many different jobs that you can do in the space sector that overlap so many different skills. Find the things that you enjoy doing and do them well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, it's been lovely to speak with you both.